In Kenya, I think there was a game where we lost in Kenya.
Yeah.
I think 12-0, 13-0, and we won the Elgon Cup by 1 point. I think it was in 2013.
Yes.
Very messy game. If we thought the World Cup games were very hot, that game was hot. Uganda defended for their lives and they won. Then there was one at Legends where we had a comeback win against Kenya, where Michael offloaded the chicken wing to Aredo, and Aredo scored in the corner. So plenty of action there. So those are my memorable Elgon Cup games. Then there was maybe one moment where we won at Chandono, then were annihilated in RFUA grounds, where Brian Odom chased a loose forward and he got him by the, I think by a thread of his shirt and put him down. And Uganda won near the box side.
Yes.
Yeah, so those are my fond memories of Elgon Cup.
There's that picture that keeps going around of Jacob Oje running.
Yes.
And then you should have seen the expression of the late Robert Seguya. Man, it's like his soul had left him.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that
And even the fans edit. Man, we hope there are no moments like that here.
We really hope they are not there at all.
And also that time when Nile Special, who are our sponsors, we do appreciate, they had offered fridges
Of beer.
of beer, free beer.
Uganda
And
had one job.
They had one job: win the game, get
that's
free
it.
beer.
You know?
My friends, they locked those fridges and took them back. Man, you guys, things are hard.
Now you should bring that back, by the way. I have a feeling that if they brought it today,
Uh-huh.
the fridges are going to be open. I have a strong feeling if
Eh.
they brought it today,
Eh.
those fridges are going to open.
I love your optimism, but the fact that you're an island fan, we cannot trust you so much.
This is Elgon Cup, not the World Cup. This is Elgon Cup. Elgon Cup.
So this week we ran a poll of what people think about Uganda, Kenya, who's going to win. And just from the final results that have come in, Uganda had 66.3% of the votes saying that Uganda is going to win today's fixture. Kenya having 29.2%, and a small category of 4.5% say there was a draw. So unless we are trying to say that there are no Kenyans on social media, but are fans very optimistic? What are your thoughts about this particular game before we break down the teams?
If it was about soup, Kenyans would have been there. But since it's not about soup, the guys wouldn't be there. But yeah, I mean, social media is one of those avenues where you can get an assessment of where the tide is lying. Obviously, a Ugandan tilt poll, so it will tilt towards Uganda's efforts to win. But the action is on the pitch. Good to see the optimism of very many fans to say that Uganda will win, despite our issues we had over the weekend against Zambia. It's good to see, and also the optimism guys had when they announced the team early Saturday morning.
Yeah, okay, let's just, before we go into the deep lineups, let's talk about Uganda's rookies. There's that picture they put out yesterday when all the rookies were in bonnets.
Yeah.
Give us a critical experience. Have you ever gotten through any rookie hazing, any rookie rituals in your rugby time? I know you've been for the East African Games and all those things.
I think in high school when we were playing, there was no rookie because at that point when all of you would come in a new team, you're all rookies.
Rookie can be that you
Yeah.
form three.
So I never had the privilege. Maybe those rituals were there, but it's good to see that such traditions never die. We had Alan Musoke and Brian Tabaruka come on a podcast once about Rugby Africa. They talked about one of their hookers called TLC, who and the ritual at the time was that after the game you would be thrown into the pool naked, and then you have to carry the boots of Matthias Ocho and carry all the bags and whatever. And also last activation of the Victoria Cup, we asked Byron whether he had picked someone, or we asked Wanyama if he could pick Kisinga to carry his boots. Kisinga being more experienced than him in the Uganda shirt, but in 15s, not at all.
Very
so it's very interesting to see that the rituals are still there and very strong. Hopefully we'll have them dive in the pool naked. We will not see those videos. We don't want to see those videos, but at least
I'm sure the ladies will have a different opinion.
Yeah, the ladies will want to see something like that.
True. Again, on the rituals, I've been fortunate enough to go through the rituals in different teams. back in UCU when we went for the university games.
Yeah.
I think it was Pius again at the time who took us through those rituals together with Chanowira from the Cubs as well. And I was so fortunate as well to take other people as well, initiate them into the ritual back when they joined the team when I was finishing my time at UCU. But it's very good to see that culture is coming back, that culture is still within the team. And it's one of those things that we take pride in as rugby players, and it's good to see.
Okay, so when still on that subject of rookies, Timothy Kisiga, who still it hasn't sunk in my head that he's a rookie somewhere, is at fullback. We have Sidney Gongodio getting the shot number 8. I did speak to Moses Ziwa, and he was very confident that he is able to have impact when it comes to ideally getting his chance and doing something for the country. He gets his chance at 7 today. Liam Walker came on last week, but he's still a rookie. We're going to talk about him a little bit. This time around he's in shot 23. Frank Chidega, normally deployed by the Pirates as a lock.
Yes.
But this time, as of course, the game, by the way, for those that want to actually also follow tabs of the game, it is being shown on Uganda Rugby Union YouTube page. So tune in right now, that's why we're also catching it as we are having our watch along. And the teams are coming on, of course, the fans are making a lot of noise. It's a Sunday, but you may think that it's a Saturday. You know, I was very confused yesterday when I came out. I thought yesterday was a Friday. I don't know why. Yeah, these Sunday things, I don't know if they are going to be giving us any adjustment for us to get used to it. But anyway, before we get back to the rituals, let's first look at the teams that are working on now. Led, of course, Ivan Magomu and George Nyambua for the Kenyans. Your thoughts on Kenya so far as you saw them playing Zambia and then coming into this fixture?
I really was rather surprised by how Kenya performed.
Yeah.
At the start of the game, I was expecting a real serious blowout at the end of the second half. But looking at the scoreboard, both at halftime, at the end of the game, it really was similar to ours in a sense, and it gives us that optimism that you spoke about, that we can actually take on Kenya and in fact get out with the win. Looking at the way they've been playing, it's not very different from what we've seen before, and it really looks like it's something that we really know. The coaches have really tailored their training sessions as well to try and cater for that. And it looks like this particular time, it's us who are coming out on top. Just from the way they played against Zambia, the team that hasn't gotten so much of playtime. I think their last game was in 2021, and coming out for them to play the way they played against Kenya during the week was very instinctive. It was very impressive as well, and it showed a lot in how Kenya is performing. So for that feeding into the events of today, I really think that if we get our phases right, our back row is very decent. They know what it is they are supposed to do. They know what's expected of them, and they can deliver in that area. Together with our front row, I think our front row is good. It's good enough to take on the physicality of Kenya at scrum time. And yeah, we really hope that the individuals can be really brilliant in getting the team where it needs to be. That said, I'm optimistic of a Uganda win today.
Yeah, definitely. Edwin, your thoughts from what you saw? We watched Uganda Zambia here last time round, and today, the big one, the noisy neighbors. Your thoughts?
Yeah, Kenyans have been making a lot of noise on social media. There's that particular account, Matoke. We're going to meet in Kisumu. Yes. Ginger Hippo's account fans club has been handling that page quite well, and the banter that has been ongoing. But most notably, that is evident from these teams is that both teams did not have the best set of games against Zambia, and many people say that Zambia is weak, but for me I think now Zambia has proved to be one of those dark horses coming into next year's Victoria Cup. There will be, if we have the 4 teams, Zimbabwe as well, they have shown that they have the conditioning. They managed to take on Kenya in their physical play in such wet conditions, and they did not look like they were suffering to get it done. They played well, but they had some issues here and there. But Kenya and Uganda had their characteristic problems. Uganda were late at the breakdown. Kenya were infringing at the breakdown.
Yes.
So now how the two teams are going to change that and balance that is going to be very essential in that. Uganda had an issue of support play, and support play was very poor. Very many isolated incidents that resulted in numerous turnovers, and Kenyans were unable to play on their feet at the background. and as that resulted into very many penalties in favor of Zambia. Possibly they could have scored more off the tee, but my major interest is going to be the battle of the park. When it comes to the park, I think notably what's going to happen is that our forwards 1 to 8 need to be very solid against Kenya, because based off the game we watched against Zambia, it can clearly be seen that the Uganda pack can be able to take Kenya toe-to-toe, considering we did not dominate the collisions in the opening stages of the game, but we got our stride into it. That would be something very, very important to do this. And that's why Asuman Mugera becomes very key in this game. He's scummaging against two forwards who were part of, I think his teammates at Cabras,
yes.
Most especially Ephraim Odur, who is number 1, and he's the loose head, he's the tight head at number 3. So that contest at the scrum down is going to be very important. I don't need Asuman to carry and show is the Asuman of 2013, 2014, 2015. All I need Asuman to do in this game is just scrummage well.
Yeah.
If he can scrummage well, Sendesa can get their ascendancy as well from there, and then we can finish. We scrummaged well in the second half against Zambia, and we managed to get penalty tries off those scrums. So I'm hoping that if Asuman can come, he can stabilize the scrum. And then the debutants, that is Sydney, his first start, and then Moses Siwa his first start for the Rugby Queens. They just need to set the tempo hard. Sydney expect him to carry as much as he can. Moses Siwa and Byron Orketayota putting those solid tackles, and allow Emong as well to get as many turnovers as possible. When it comes to Kenya, I think Kenya, the most important thing I think we need to neutralize a lot is their 10-15 axis. As long as we neutralize it, because they're going to kick a lot, they have 2 channels of exit and 2 playmakers in their line. It is very important that Uganda can neutralize that, either deploy our Peter Steph Detoy to just take big hits on is it Brian Wanchira? Yes. And then also hit John Kubu, and then also rush onto them as much as we can. So wing chess is going to be very important as well.
Okay, just maybe as the national anthems are being sung, we are going to just peruse through the lineup, starting with Uganda. Of course, the front row having Santos Senteza, Faraji Odugo, Asuman Mugera, as you spoke. Then also the second row having Charles Uhuru and Eliphaz Emong. The back row having Byron Oketayot, David and Cindy Gongodu. The half-back combination being Patrick wingers being Jacob Ochen, Joseph Oyet, and fullback being Timothy Kisiga. On the bench, Nathan Gwambale, Ivan Kabagambe, Sol Chivumbi, Robert Aziku, Frank Chidega, Nicholas Kato, Alhaji Manano, and Liam Walker. What do you think was Fred Mudola's thought process when assembling this team? Because many are wondering why some calls were made.
It's very important to remember during the activation that the first game of Victoria Cup, he did mention that he's going to be testing a lot, and I think that does speak into why he's brought in Moses Siwa in a game like this, to see how he behaves, how he cracks under pressure, whether he does crack under pressure, together with Sydney. We saw a bit of him in the previous game. He can carry a lot, he's really strong. And it's very, very important that we also make mention of the fact that we're trying to get a lot into proper structured play with Fred Mudola as well. And he's trying to make use of those particular players that he has chosen. It also shows on the bench that he's going for players that he thinks have been available at training, have been performing really, really well, are feeling good this week, and can actually get the job done.
Yeah, Edwin, there is a conversation about, as of course there's a moment of silence going on for one of the Kenyan coaches that just passed away. He was with the Kenya Simbas, he was with the Harlequins. May his soul rest in peace, of course. But just back to you, Edwin. Looking at this particular lineup, throughout the course of the week, there's been
because I think they flourish in training. We don't have the liberty and privilege of seeing what goes on in training, but from those who who are familiar with his ways, he says training is a very important thing because training gives the attitude of what he thinks you're going to display on the pitch. And in that position, you find very many players in a position where they stand up for selection. So what matters is what happens in training. Many a times I've been wondering why Jacob Ochen is on the wing, but you could notice that perhaps in defense on the wing, he has been solid. His fielding on the wing is solid, and he has managed to sit in for that position. So the aspect of having a rebuild is very essential here, giving Moses Ziwai's debut here in a game where he did not participate against Zambia, and brings back memories of his game against Hiddens, where he basically laid his marker for national team selection, where he had a very immense performance against Hiddens in that title decider there. So a lot of options here. 5-3 split on the bench, having Ivan Kabagambe get his debut last week, still retained on the bench, and making those bold changes. Because I mean, when you're rebuilding, you have to make those bold particular changes, and to drop seasoned campaigners like Collins Chimboa, to drop Joaquim Kisano, to drop Innocent Gokto, those are big calls. So the coach is really intentional on his aspect of rebuilding.
Okay, and then just looking at the Kenyans now, their forwards have Ephraim Odo, Teddy Akala, Will Height, Mosusi, Ibrahim Ayo, Hilary Odiambo, George Nyambua, Reinhardt, Mwalati, and then the backs, ideally having, just looking at, of course, the artwork they put out today, the Bucks having Barry Young at 9, Brian Wahinya, who's the vice captain at 10, Walter Okoth, who's having his debut as well, then Bryson Adaka, Joel Nzuga, Alfred Orege, and John Kubu. Who are the danger men for Kenya?
In my opinion, I think the danger men for Kenya, like Edwin spoke about, Wahinya and John Kubu at the back, that 10-15 axis is really, really dangerous. We saw what it can do against Zambia. They both have good boots. They both know how to clear their lines. They both know how to play the territory game. The moment we get that right, the moment we're able to close that, we've done ourselves a huge, huge favor. And also, Nyambua as well as Zodwo are the really, really key members who bring in that physicality to the Kenyan side. We also should be looking to tame that, to bring it to minimal threat, as well as get on top of them, have a strong impact at the beginning of the game, as we've just seen. And also at the same time, it will be very, very key to see how the conditioning comes in. We've spoken a lot about Uganda's conditioning over the past few years, and the moment we get, I believe the coaches have done that right, and the moment the time is going to come in minute 50, minute 60, where the conditioning of the teams kicks in. So the team that's proper conditioned, properly has the proper strength to go the full 80, is most likely going to be the team that comes out on top. Yeah.
Kenya's gotten the first penalty.
Yeah, under a minute.
John Kubu finding touch inside the Cranes half, and the game's yet to go. I mean, what are your thoughts now?
Yeah, I think that's just into Uganda's 10, but notably Zambia considered a maul try against Kenya, so that will be very important. And you could see Uganda didn't engage on the ball there and decided to just let that go, that particular kind of play. So you can see that Kenyans are trying to build those phases and set plays to have the advantage against Uganda, and Uganda playing some solid tackles there.
Yeah, Kenya's asking all the questions, and the turnover, I think, from, of course, now footage is a bit behind, but it's very, very vital time for Uganda. Early pressure by the Kenyans showing their intent, exactly how they started against Zambia. They want to start with that same pressure against Uganda.
Yeah, once again, Eliphaz Emong, we talked about his turnovers, and he gets the first turnover for Uganda. It goes to show that the guy has mastered that art, and it's very unique for us to have our luck be able to get those steals at the rack. I mean, very solid.
Eliphaz, we all know he has back row experience. He played that in the Kenya as well. He knows how they play. And it's also going to be very, very important for him to go through the whole game, giving us that physicality, his attention at the breakdown, and also to be able to command our set piece more so at the line out, as you can see here. It's very, very key for us as Uganda.
Yeah, you expect Ivan Mogom to play this one out very well, a territory game, and allow Charles Uhuru, as well as his hooker Faraji Oduko, who had a very successful throwing campaign there, and he does so again here in this game. Jacob Ochen carries there, heavy carry,
And is it important? Does it give us any added advantage, I should say, having the half-back combination playing from a ground they're so familiar with, Kings Park, home to their local club Pirates? Do you think it gives us any added advantage?
It definitely does. As we all know, Conrad and Ivan have been very, very mercurial for Pirates. This is a place they know well when it comes to fielding, when it comes to knowing the dark arts and executing them on their own turf. It's very, very key for them. It's very important. It does give them an advantage. Everyone knows that home ground advantage in rugby is very, very special, very, very key. And the fact that we have those two mercurial players, very pivotal players for us, our captain and the vice, playing on their home ground, it does give us an edge to a bit, and we should be able to take full advantage of that as well.
Yeah, the one thing I am noticing, yeah, luckily we were playing advantage, but we seem not to be getting front ball or going forward. We seem to be playing the ball while going back behind our gain line. What do you think is the challenge? Are players not running onto the ball? What is the issue there? As we get into the first
yeah, Kenyans I think had a lot of time to examine Uganda play, and they have noticed that Uganda is not necessarily standing too deep.
Yeah.
So any quick rush on is sufficient enough to put Uganda on pressure, and they're taking their tackles. So in instances like that, you'll not be able to handle such a situation of that nature. Yes.
Yeah, the first scrum of the game just happened there. It's interesting to see. We talked about the battle at the front row and how vital it is for Asuman Mugira to show his impact. But let's just see that part exactly as John Kubu asking a lot of questions there. Kenyans really showing their intent. Uganda has really been put in a position where they have to defend for their lives. The first thing that all the players have to do, especially the rookies, the impact that they will have to bring should be defensively.
Yeah, you have to put in your shoulders. The reason why there is that ice bath after the game is because you have to get as used to as possible to the hits in this game and then recover thereafter. So that's going to be very important for Uganda as well to be able to dominate in the collisions and put Kenya back in defense as opposed to allowing them to gain meters in attack.
Slowly by slowly, you can see what Kenya is trying to do. They're trying to create an overlap here and there, sucking us in every time they have the ball.
Yeah.
But it does speak to how improved our defense is, and yeah, we should expect the best from Uganda. This is 2 times now. They've tried to suck us in on the right, on the left, bring us back to the right, and they're doing the same thing again, over and over again. We should be able to come out on top of that. Our defense should hold strong over the line before we concede a try.
Yeah, and Michael takes a big hit there on defense, managing to put the defender back. And it goes to show that Uganda's defense line is organized and patterned, and Kenya slowly building that style of play. Slowly building it. As you can see, there are very many pick and drive moments there, and Kenya getting slowly edging closer and closer to that.
And Kenya scores a try off that pick and drive. I think one thing has come to my mind, over the years, we have always talked about how Kenyans are physically bigger in stature and physically more imposing in the battle of the opponents. Do you think it's the same case this time around again?
We saw against Zambia, they like to use their physicality, they know where to use it. They camped a lot within Zambia's territory during the week, and they also try to do the same thing as well. Like I mentioned earlier, both Wahinya and Kubu know how to play the territory game well. We've seen what they've done. They're really clinical as well. Their few chances they get, they try as much as possible to get maximum points from that. We should get our defense as Uganda in check. We should correct where we're lacking. Try to avoid getting sucked in as well. Make those tackles man on man, and try and make sure that we also gain the gain line in offense. That aside, we really still hope to see the best out of our side. We need to start attacking within the right areas, get our territory against Kenya as well, before we can actually try and shoot for the line.
Yeah, as a try scored by Teddy Aka, and the conversion by John Kubu is unsuccessful, but as the norm was from last week, again Uganda, they concede first points, but this time it's a try, and it's against a more serious adversary.
Yeah, I think in such instances now you have to step back a little bit. You look, Uganda had a line out, managed to win it, had a few phases there, offload by Michael to Joseph Oyet. Then the recycled ball is where we had a knock-on, first scrum of the game, and from that moment Kenya had the ball and managed to build as many phases as possible, and then that resulted into a try.
Yeah, things don't seem to be going our way though. Ivan Magom with a very poor restart there, doesn't cross the 10. Could say they need a point where maybe now the seniors in the team maybe just have a huddle or something and just tell guys, we need to recruit mentally and just get back into this game, because it seems there are a lot of small errors that could cost us. That particular restart could have been kicked deep, and maybe we play in their half, but now we have a scrum at the center, which gives Kenya an opportunity to run the ball.
Yeah.
On both ends of the pitch, so very important play there.
Oh my goodness.
So as Kenya goes for the scrum, you can see Santos Setes are going down there against his counterpart. And Brian Waninya connects to Kumu. Kumu goes through the line. Moses Siwami is this tackle. Jacob Ochen is this tackle. And try. Wow. That's very fast.
Those are 2 quick tries there, and John Kumu. I mean,
That axis of John Kumu
And Wahinya.
Yes.
that second line of attack was just amazing. To Wahinya, who commits his man and passes to Kumu. And we have talked about was magic all through when Kenya came to the country. He shows his stuff, leaving the building, running through, and then passing at the last minute. And a try yet again, but what's happening?
I mean, that's a very disappointing. That is disappointing to witness. I mean, conceding a try more so on first phase. Every single coach at this level really talks about it. We try our best not to concede on first phase, but on second. At least let it try to be a third going forward. But to concede on first phase does speak a lot to the brilliance of these individuals, how they're coming, how they're playing, and the space they're able to find. It does speak a lot to them. And you know, we have to give credit where it's due. John Kubu as well, we spoke about him, trying to find those lines, play really well. That's exactly what he's doing. But we need to find our leadership group, needs to come in, get into the team's head, tell us, let's keep calm, let's settle down, let's play the game as much as we can, the best way we possibly can. Yeah.
Yeah, this time John Kubu finding his bearings, and it is 12 converted try added to the first try, 12 for Kenya. Uganda yet to put any points on board. But man, as you can see that replay, commit and pass, and John Kubu showing and going. You know, he keeps the ball in his hands like this, making sure that the defenders are guessing the whole time. And that's what was being Zuga, if I'm not mistaken, for the Simbas. But the Kings Park crowd is getting a bit quiet. I don't know if the beer is a bit now sour, but man, what's going on to your mind? Because
Yeah, it goes to
things
show
are
that
not going right.
I think it goes to show that Kenya did it well as Jacob Ochen gets a turnover there for Uganda off the kickoff. Kenya fielded but lost the ball, and now Uganda lose the ball as well. I think it goes to show that Kenya, that was one of the set piece plays. You know, the scrum down at the halfway line is one where you have to apportion your defenders equally on different parts of the field. Kenya created that particular mismatch in numbers, and then had the aspect done in the sense that you had the center carry the ball, and the center gives the ball to Brian Wanyira. Brian Wanyira commits and gets John Kubu to run through the angles. And when that happens, the gap is open. Moses Siwa has to chase, and when Siwa chases, he has to offload to Ibuga. And Ibuga, who scored off that funny cross kick from Kubu, again gets another assist from Kubu to score another try. So that goes to show that particular aspect of the set piece is very important for this game to flourish and for Uganda to be able to do this straight front foot forward.
Yeah, worrying times in the stands there for Uganda.
It is very, very important. During the World Cup, the Rugby World Cup, we did understand and get to witness what it's like, concerning scoreboard pressure. Uganda has done a lot. Any points that we can get so far, we should be able to take them. We've gotten a penalty right now. Ivan tried to go quick, but I think right now try and build on the scoreboard, get 3 points, come back, receive the ball, play the territory game, get into their territory, try as much as possible to get as many points as possible in the next few minutes. But it does speak a lot to how Kenya is playing. We should really be clinical as well, and we pray and hope that no one has a bad day. I mean, Ivan had a terrible kickoff just before the Kenya scored a try, and he also missed a shot at touch there as well. That's not very like Ivan at all. So for him to be having such a period at this particular point in time is very, very bad. But he should be able to get back in his head, get back on top of himself and on top of the game, and take charge from there on.
No kicking for line out to Samba point C. Ivan Magomu, like we said, this is his home turf for the Pirates. He's captain of the Pirates, captain of Uganda, getting a very, very tricky kick and putting some points for Uganda on the board. 12-3 is the current score. Thank you for those that are watching. The restart, of course, has also been put out by Kenya, but we're able to respond in that regard. For those that are watching us, of course, you can see we are clad in our Fat Cats match. You can always, for those that are here, just pass by the Fat Cats hospitality tent. We have a booth where you can pick anything from jumpers to crop tops to vests to bucket hats to everything I've not mentioned. There's lots of stuff. If those that are not here and you're watching us live, feel free to just pre-order and send a message or send a DM to the Fat Cats, and we shall be in position to make that particular order you need. But Uganda seems to now be putting in some fight. Another line out there just after Magom's penalty. Kenyans still playing. That looked like a forward pass to me, but anyway, camera angles can be tricky.
It actually was a forward pass.
Thank you. Thank you. Through ball as if Iniesta.
Kenya getting very early, 12-0 up, and it looked like the Omuchere Munyama was being infiltrated by Samugali. Ivan scoring 3 points, and he has managed to pour some soup in the meal. So hopefully we'll have some Munyama and Omuchere in the mix. But Uganda getting through their paces slowly and surely. Kenya, as you can see, giving away the unforced errors, the infringements. So at that particular point, Uganda has to come up and assert itself. Very much interested to see what will happen here after this scrum down near the center as well. Kenya had their scrum down at the halfway line and managed to convert and score a try. We'll very much be interested to see what will happen once Uganda gets that opportunity as well. How our backs will align and how they'll run. Want to see Timothy Kisiga run a bit and see what it can do.
Yeah, it also does, as you can see, Uganda has now to assert themselves on the set piece. They are decent on the line out, something that's been very rare as well for Uganda in the recent years, and scrum time as well for them. Santos was caught off guard in the previous scrum, but should be able to get on top of himself, should have the maturity to correct where he has been wrong, and give the team a proper platform. We spoke about it earlier, for Santos and Asuman to be able to get their scrummaging right, to give us that proper front football, and make sure that we also get in as much territory, both through kicking as well as playing the ball. And it's going to be very, very important for us. And the moment that we do get that, we'll be able to put and pile points onto the board and get the better of Kenya as the game goes on.
Yeah, scrum penalty against Kenya. That's a good advantage they gained.
Kenyans, and of course he has understood that now we need to play in their half. But there's a penalty yet again. Such small victorious margins. And again, Ivan has pointed for points.
Yeah.
Reminding me of Monstein. Every opportunity they would get, they would kick. If you have a guy like Monstein on your team, let's hope that Ivan Magom is in his Monstein today. Maybe a few drop goals, like maybe 4, if possible. But guys, let's talk about the midfield. How important, we have not seen much apart from that fend and the chicken wing from Michael. How important is it for Eric Muller and Michael Korat to get the advantage and the ascendancy over their opposite numbers in this game?
Well, we do see that they are both playing in the natural and more comfortable positions that they've been playing as well, and it's very, very good for the team as well.
Yeah, so that puts Uganda to 6, and finally there is some life back into the fans. The celebrations are there, the flags are back in the air, the hands are back in the air. Maybe there are more orders of Nile special now going around.
Well,
let's hope that
there should be happy hour right about now. People
yeah,
should be.
this is when you
be
put
very,
happy
very
hour, by
excited.
the way.
Yeah.
This is when you're like, guys, by the way, it's happy hour. Okay, so this is a good response from Uganda, and we hope that the trajectory remains the same.
Brilliant.
From all that we have seen ideally with this Kenyan team, they can be very lethal and efficient, but however, they also have their certain flaws, and Uganda is playing advantage yet again, as we seem to now be taking control of the game. And if as among, let's talk about the box kick first and foremost. Conrad Wanyama with the kick, and again it's lost there by
Kenya's plenty of
Kenya's
unforced
scrum-up.
errors there.
We seem to be seeing a lot of errors, and it's something Helen talked about on Wednesday after the Kenya-Zambia game, that they also have a couple of errors as well that they keep making. And yet again, and I think also the attitude by Uganda to be able to pounce on the pressure in regards to any mistake that they make. How are we putting them on as much pressure so that we can get that ball back?
As we're just about to see, man, Kenya does know how to play that territory game. They do know how to pile the pressure on in terms of territory. Where we have it, I think it's a 50-22. The referee has called it back.
That's an interesting call.
Went out on the full.
We went out on the full, a kick by John Nzuga, and
And it was taken back. I
Joseph
think it was
Oyeta
taken back.
and Ivan Magomu were talking to the assistant referee, and finally, I think after some communication with the officials, they find it. And such fine margins can define a game. I mean,
Very true, very
one
true.
more score there by Uganda could easily put Kenya under so much pressure, especially psychologically.
Yeah, you noticed Conrad Wanyama this time went left-footed with the box kick, put some pressure on Kenya, who had to scramble back. I think a poor chase from Uganda, only had one pass of chase. Kenya managed to field that ball very well and kick the ball deep, but I think Johnny Vuga had his accuracy off and did manage to get the 50-22, and as a result of that, the ball is brought back to where it was kicked from for a Uganda scrum.
Also have to make mention of the importance of the captain in those particular moments.
Yeah.
As you can see, the assistant referee had called touch for Kenya as a 50-22, but Ivan, to be clinical enough to get into the referee's ear, tell him this is not what the call you made is wrong. This is what we have seen. This is what everyone should have seen. It's very, very brilliant, and it's not very many people that are able to do that. We now have a chance to get ourselves on the front foot when Kenya's territory, and we should be able to make use of that.
Yeah, just yet another scrum just to see Conrad Wanyama with the feeds. Good scrum there by Uganda, and it's the second line. And trying to go wide, good step there. We did have our own good step challenge. We had our good step. So guys, look out for that, our good step challenge. But yet again, Uganda just stopped the far end. It's a turn
penalized.
Kenya with the possession. Unfortunately, that move does not end as would have hoped. But we do have Wahinya at 10, but it seems like John Kubu is the actual linchpin from 15, calling all the plays, looking for where to kick. It seems like he's doing a lot from 15. For Cabras, he has been known to play in a diverse number of positions. The Fijian-born Kenyan, John Kubu, today is at fullback, shirt number 15 for the Kenyans. I mean, what do you have to say? How dangerous is this guy?
We've seen it for a while. Ever since he made news in Kenya, I think it was in Kenya, the Kenya Cup final. They came short, I think, and he was one of those star players together with Philip Okorachi at the time. And he's grown so much in the game. He's become much, much better. His skills overall are superb. His work on the boot, his speed, his pass on the ball is very, very brilliant, and it's very clear for us to see that as well. As Kenya do pile a bit of pressure on the Ugandans as well.
The collisions are crazy, as you can see in this particular instant.
Wahinya there with the ball. Oh,
Big hit there, bro. And a turnover. Eliphaz Emong again. And you can see what it means to Fred Mudola. Wow.
Expert defense there. Coaches appreciate that.
Man, to
Solid
see
win.
expression from the likes of Fred Mudola. You can see what that means to them, and of course joined by Marvin Odong, who is a specialist coach for them with the line-outs and with the scrum. Yeah, and
what I would say is noticeably, Uganda is not engaging on the maul when we're off the line out against Kenya, and forcing Kenya to have to carry that ball as opposed to the line out. So that's, I think, something they have come up with a modification in defense off the line out in places of attack.
Well, at the far end, Michael Okorach is down. We hope it's not a serious one. We wouldn't like to lose an experienced center this time. Luckily enough, he gets up. But great response by Uganda. 12-6. I mean, if, of course, we're heading towards halftime. If the game ended like this for first half actually, do you think this would ideally be a good first half for us, or do you think we need to do better?
No, I'm a little bit greedy, seeing how we have done the turnovers, seeing how we're managing to play them in the collisions as well. I feel the squad should be better. Yes! So I want the squad to be better from our end.
Yeah,
hoping to see that.
Another scrum, and yet again loose ball there. Scrum have caught in a bit of two minds there, and another penalty.
We talked about the penalties at the breakdown against Kenya, and they are piling up now. Jacob Ochen there, playing some critical role there.
Yeah, I think it was an impact of the back row, 6 and 7. Moses Ziwa and Byron Oketeyot. And yet again, and I think the one thing I've loved about this is they have given Liam Walker the opportunity, who is of course a substitute fly half, to be taking the tee to Ivan Magom. So in a way, there can always be that interaction. By the time Liam Walker gets onto the pitch and perhaps has a chance to be in that same situation, he is able to fit in very well. But let's just look at some of the beautiful ladies that are out there just enjoying themselves in the VIP as we are waiting for Ivan Magom to line up his kick. And tense moments by the Ugandans. Ivan Magom in that customary 10 shots, going kick. Unfortunately, it is a bit short, and Wahinya is caught. He's arrested in his 5. That should be a knock-on. Mula, come on. Passing classes. Someone dodged passing classes. Come on. No advantage played. So it's going to be a scrum at the 5.
Oh, Kenya fumbled that. Oh,
they did.
Very shocking.
Wahinya, you should say, for a number 10, decision making is key. And you can see Wanyama started his usual things.
Very true.
Wanyama being Wanyama, unleashing his Faf de Klerk.
But it does speak well. The decision to go for poles, get the 3. If you fail to get the 3, you do still have the territory advantage, as you've seen.
It's a mystery why Wahinya didn't kick there, but anyway.
Very true.
Not even kicking, he could have grounded it. Because the ball reached all the way. But Uganda now have a premium attacking position here.
You feel like we need to score from this opportunity. We really need. Probably an 8th man pick would be good. Sydney could introduce himself to the Uganda fans like this. If he can just pick, he has chosen to keep the ball in the scrum. Ball goes out by Timothy Kisiga. But Wahinya clings onto his leg like his life depends on it. And it's time for the big boys to work, to earn their money. There should be an infringement there. Another penalty should be given.
The discipline of the Kenyans is going to be tested a lot here.
On the short side and it's taken out. He went short.
Don't you think that in such opportunities when you've sucked in the forwards, that's when you run the ball out wide and you
Not
get...
even run the ball, you have to make our forwards work there. They have reached the 5, and I think that's the place where you tell the backs to first go away and let the forwards do their work.
Yeah, also, I know it's important. We want to use the blind side, but we are leaving 2 good ball carriers in Eric Muller and Michael Okorach this other side. Why not give them the ball? Meanwhile, on the side, the Kenyan coach has sent the subs to warm up, led by Elkins Busonye, who for some reason has been started on the bench for this one. One of those seasoned players for Kenya. Cross kick.
Cross kick.
Come on, John Kubu was playing basketball there. Surely. Oh, they say first knock on. First knock on was Uganda's.
Off to Siga.
Man, we're not taking our chances. That is something that worries me.
I very much want to see the forwards play. I want to see a few phases there.
Yeah, we did discuss that for us to win this game, it is the forwards to really come out on the front foot.
I feel considering the conditions a little bit wet, it's very important that the forwards get to play their game and play as hard as they can. So I very much want to see our 1 to 8 play as much as they can and wait for the subs to come on. So very important to have that action on the field, particularly in terms of phases.
With all things said, we've had 2 really brilliant scrums from Uganda against Kenya. Even when it's not our ball, we've been very, very clinical, very, very calm under pressure. And I'm expecting a lot of us from this scrum going in. We should be able to play really well and perhaps force a turnover as well and get ourselves possession.
And a very, very good scrum there. Stability from Uganda's scrum is so amazing. And then the ball is moved out. Number 12 trying to carry. Wanyama, first man there down, and it's a turnover.
Brilliant.
Turnover by Eric Muller. Wow.
Yes.
Turnover by
That's
Eric Muller. Let's see what's going to happen after the turnover.
Another thing is breakdown homework on Kenya. Noticed very many penalties against Kenya. The breakdown.
Quick start. Quick start. And it's a try.
Who was that?
Wow.
Wanyama.
I didn't see that. I'm still watching. I'm still giving my that.
Mwalimu, the old man.
Days.
I put out a tweet, I think today or yesterday, I'm not sure, saying that don't be fooled by their small packaging. Those scrummers, very dangerous men.
A small man is not a boy.
Wanyama scoring, and that really brings Uganda back into this game. With the conversion, we finally get our chance to have the first lead in this game. Finally, the fans are now on their feet. And you can see the celebration, the flags, the conversion. Of course, Ivan Magom has not come to miss penalties today. He has gotten the extras and brilliant, brilliant stuff. Uganda back in the game.
Yeah, the cameraman as well was caught off guard there. The cameraman was getting shots of Byron Oketayot and Jacob Ochen.
Yeah, as you can just see the replay.
Got in front of behind the referee and then went John Kubu calling Wahinya, but it's too late.
But it is, I think, coaching 101 textbook, never turn your back on a penalty.
Very, very
They
true.
owe a free kick. They keep telling you that. Wahinya, I don't understand what he was up to there. But we might see some changes from Kenya, because I think Wahinya has lost the plot, in my opinion. He's not controlling the game for Kenya. I don't know what's going on.
No, that's called Ugandan malaria.
Malaria time. But that is too early for malaria. Anyway, let's wait and see.
We should be able to clear our lines right now and get ourselves in a better place to play proper rugby in this game.
Ivan Magomu trying to find as much space as possible. Wahinya taking ball out wide. You know what, guys? If I'm being honest, I was a bit skeptical when this game was starting. But you guys, Uganda can beat this team. You guys Kenyans.
That's what I said.
That's what you said it. We can't trust you because you support Ireland.
No.
I think the unique dynamic here was that going into this game, Uganda needed to assert itself as early as possible. So now, considering Uganda has built itself slowly into the game, is what has had the fans a little quiet. Now they have got their voices back, and it's very interesting to see how Uganda will go ahead from this position, leading by a point and having to defend a line out here, which they eventually turn over.
Man, today Uganda, I don't know what guys ate today in the morning, but turnovers are just flowing. Guys are turning over every single ball. And Conrad Wanyama, he's been working on his box kick game.
Very, very true.
And the chase is good.
Big carry there, but yet again,
Among in there.
scrappy ball by the Kenyans, and it's
touchdown.
blocked. Touchdown. Wow.
We came to play. We came to play.
Again, Wahinya under
We came
pressure.
to play.
Man, Uganda, a nervy start, but all of a sudden they find themselves in a position where things are going right. And everyone that ideally has paid their money is getting their money's worth, in my opinion, so far. Great experience. Of course, for those that are with us, we are going to be having a lot of fans and pundits interviews at halftime and full time, so stick around for that to just get a feel of what people think about the game, what has been happening, and a breakdown for all of you who are watching there and who want to know where is Uganda getting the advantage, how is Kenya really losing the plot after starting very well. So it's a game that is topsy-turvy, I should say. And Sidney Gongodio, one of the rookies that has been given a chance, he did get his debut last week off the bench. This time he gets a full start. Crazy situation there. The score is 13 to Uganda and 12
And
to
another
Kenya for those that are watching with us live. Thank you for being part of the experience. It is an epic one. If you're in the comments watching live, leave us a message. Tell us what you think about the game if you're watching it. For those that are looking for where to watch the game from, go to the Uganda Rugby Union. Timothy Kisiga thought he had beat everyone, but unfortunately the whistle blows. And the reactions off the bench and
That's a
everywhere.
good cross kick by Ivan Nagoma.
It definitely was.
Man, things are tight.
We need to build the score now. We need to get as many as 2 scores away from Kenya at the moment.
But how important is it for us to get this first leg Elgon Cup win, first Shield Victoria Cup? We have a trip to Kisumu next week, but now we need to get this win, man. I remember the last time Elgon Cup happened, if I'm not mistaken, that is when we went and we got the win in Kisumu still. Then we came here and Jacob Oje
Yes.
did what he did and shut the whole Chadondo up.
We did.
If
The
we could,
Punisher.
how important would it be for us to get a win today?
I think I mentioned it earlier. No, I didn't. I mentioned it sometime ago, I think on social media. The history of this fixture, Elgon Cup, every single time we play in Kenya, I think from 2017, we've been performing absolutely well in Kenya. When we travel, it's a different game. We've drawn there, I think, twice. We've won more games in Kenya than we have in Uganda over the last 10 years. And I really do hope that with the way things are going, we do maintain that kind of streak, playing better in Kenya, playing better away from home, and even then doesn't take away from the boys what they're doing at the moment. They're playing really well today. Should we get the win, I expect nothing less than a win from Kisumu, the return leg of Elgon Cup.
I think one thing I've loved is we are playing a lot of our rugby in Kenya's half, not leaving anything to chance. Last time we met Kenya was in the Rugby Africa 2022 quarterfinals, and it was you could say it was a bit of a big one. I'm saying a bit, Michael Okorachi with a big hit there, but like I was saying, it was a bit of a competitive mismatch, I should say. Kenya really blowing us out of the park that day. Ideally, coincidentally, that was the day.
That was our launch.
That was the day we were launching the podcast. It wasn't a really happy launch for Uganda fans. Two totally different sides. Both teams bringing in a lot of youngsters, but this time Uganda seems to be in the fold of things, fighting tooth and nail with every contest point, with every line out. Ugandans are carrying the ball and the support play is there. Let's talk about the officiating. What do you guys think about the officiating thus far?
I think the ref has been very clear about the unforced errors and the cynical play at the breakdown. I think the ref has been very critical about that, giving calls. It's, I think, a matter of time before either team may be on a team warning. Considering Kenya has given more penalties than Uganda at the moment, it's very critical to see if there's a warning issued against Kenya, because there have been very many infringements at the breakdown. Also noticeably, when Ivan Magom made that cross kick, I think the referee had already blown for a penalty, I think, again on the rack. So, and considering Kenya has already given 2 scrum penalties already, it's very, very important to see how this game goes. For me, from my perspective, I'm very much interested in how we can manage the game and lead at the halftime. We have like nearly 4 or 3 minutes left. I want to see how the coaching team takes cognizance of that fact and how they manage to ease out into the first half, considering all the pressure we had at the beginning of this game.
Again,
Kenya is asking questions.
Scrum dominance has been very, very brilliant from Uganda. We should have this chance to get our defensive sets into play and make sure it's effective.
Ephraim Odur, big man there carrying the ball. So,
John Nzuga with a dazzling run, beating a couple of players, but Jacob Ochen. I think when people see Jacob Ochen put on that number 11 shirt, they think he's their ordinary winger, forgetting he's also a back row. That was a back row tackle on a winger.
Yeah.
And he lost the ball, but try saving tackle, should you
Yeah, and Ivan there goes for the scrum down, knowing it will kill a few seconds off the clock. Considerably important. Once Uganda has a solid scrum, they'll be able to clear their lines, and in those minutes of setting up for the line out, they'll be able to have enough time to go to have the hooter sounded and go for half time.
But we just look at that. I think one of the guys we really need to talk about is John Nzuga. John Nzuga looks like he has been that guy for them. Of course, aside from John Kubu and everything, the one they are trying to feed the ball to is Nzuga. He looks like he's there finished.
Conrad Wanyama, that man is superb.
Wanyama being Wanyama as usual.
Unique thing, free kick, and then Ivan goes for kicks the ball away. Rather shocking, he would have kicked the ball away and had a line out for Kenya, but he kicked it into open play and Kenya has a chance to attack there. With John Kubu now trying to find the diagonal kick all the way out, but it appears to be covered by Timothy Kisiga. Seeing him kick is something very rare for me, so I'm very excited to see him kick. Doesn't try and touch though, and Kenya managed to build set piece play there.
And another forward pass again from Kenyans. But the one thing we are not surprised about, we've always known that Kenyans can't pass. They know how to carry, they know how to run, but passing has always been a challenge.
See, Ruben, when you don't take soup, at times, it's very difficult to understand. Fluidity is very key. So.
We were talking about Kenya last weekend, and someone said the reason why they are very stiff is because they don't have enough soup in their food.
Quite sadly, they do not. They should pass by and get a feel of what King's Arena has.
We need to get some Kenyan fans.
Yeah, we need to get some Kenyan fans. Yeah.
What is the
Maybe they should start with chigere.
They should
start with some chigere today.
They should.
And get an experience, because maybe the soup will add some flavor to them. But I should say I'm particularly impressed with our forwards and the scrummaging that has been happening. Of course, halftime beckons, and Conrad Wanyama kicks it into touch, and it is halftime. We're going to be having a couple of people, of course, come on to just talk halftime. But decisions. The first decision I want us to really discuss, dropping Collins Chimboa and bringing on all-timer Asuban Mugerwa, and also maintaining the same front row, the same part of the front row. Do you think that was a good decision from what you guys have seen so far?
Based on what we've seen, Chimbo was a bit suspect in when it comes to scrum time. I think we lost a few penalties, around three or four penalties around scrum time. One came off Ivan, another two I think came off Chimboa. I think it was a bold call skill, given Chimbo is one of the front players that the position is playing. He's proven through the league, Uganda Cup, and also having been part of the national team for the last 7 years, that he actually can't deliver when he's chosen to play. But it was a bold call to take all-timer and experienced Asuman Mugerwa to play and start this game. We've seen him condition himself really well to play in Kenya. He's played there for a long time. He knows exactly how physically he's playing against his team, but more so at scrum time, 1v3. That's Ephraim Odur at number 1 for Kenya. he knows what is expected of him. He knows how to get us that. And, you know, the synergy between the three of them, that is Odugo at centers as well, has been very, very key this center half. And you see, they've given only one penalty. The Kenyans have been touched the goal through. And, you know, it's very, very key going forward for us to get dominance in that particular area. The moment we can convincingly get on top of them at the scrum time, really do break down the mental strength and fortitude of the Kenyan side. And it goes without saying, once you've broken down your opponent's mental faculties, it's very, very easy to finish and seal off the game, come what may. I'm really hoping that in second half we can be able to, you know, bring on the bench Ivan and Chivumbi to take on and execute the exact same thing that these first three have been executing, and get us more and more of that physical and scrum dominance as well.
I'll ask you guys, do you think it's better for, since we're in the ascendancy, do you think it's better for us to wait as long as possible for Kenya to make the change in their front row before we bring on ours?
Man, that is hard. I mean, the later Coach Seguya has been making these substitutions rather late in the game, coming 78 minutes, and we saw in the game against Zambia, Coach Fred is not all about that. Minute 45, 46, he brought in a new front row, gave them the time to get into the game, have them fresh, overpower opponents as much as possible, and well, to play really well, we get ourselves properly set, it should be able to take us all through. I mean, we have really, really good scrummagers in there. We have brilliant players in the backline as well. Liam Walker, Nicholas Kato as well as Alhaji Manano in the team should be able to give us that proper finish of the game.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, the fans at the far end having a bit of a frenzy. Halftime, Uganda. We started a bit slow, but got into the game, showing amazing character. And stay tuned. We're going to be bringing you a lot more interactions as we take a bit of a break. We shall be back soon for our halftime analysis of Uganda versus Kenya here at the Kings Park Arena. Cheers. Cup podcast live here at Kings Park Arena, Uganda versus Kenya. Elgon Cup, first leg, Victoria Cup decider. A lot to play for. You would not think that this is a Sunday if you look at the people that have attended today. I wonder what they're going to tell their bosses tomorrow. But those leave problems of the future to the future. Right now we are here halftime. Uganda with the lead against Kenya, 13-12. After a very, very slow start for Uganda, conceding 2 tries, then somehow finding it in them, unusual for the Ugandan side. They put in a couple of penalties. Ivan Magom inspired on his home ground. Then he finds a try. All these have been inspired by leaders and players of the local club Pirates. I'm not trying to say anything behind that.
You are, but it's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, with me here for the halftime analysis, Moses Echodu and Lionel Onyi, Uganda versus Kenya. We have been hearing from so many Ugandans. I want the Kenyan to speak first.
Yeah.
But he also has affiliation with Uganda.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the first half?
Well, my thoughts are basically, it was a one-sided game. Kenya came in with the first 2 tries and converted 1. Then, obviously, UG decided to kick to gather points when they could. And we fell asleep, should I say, somewhere in there, because even the try that came through, everyone was still trying to decide what is going on, what was the call. This guy made a quick kick, scratch, and made the try, which is fine. It's all allowed, all fair sports. However, I still feel Kenya still has the upper hand in this, and they still have more to put in to prove. UG has been a bit sloppy in the first half. The big boys, old boys, have managed to step up and rally the team. But I don't know if that'll be enough to convince them to run the whole way. So let's wait for the second half and see how things will turn out.
Okay. Moses, your thoughts on Uganda?
Yeah, I think we started off our first half quite poorly. We were on the back pedal the first, I think, 15, 18 minutes. We conceded 2 tries in very uncharacteristic fashion. The same issues that I raised again at the game against Zambia were the mistakes we made in the first 18 minutes. We were not colliding better. We were being mauled against. We were giving away a lot of spaces in the second base, and I think that came again to bite us. We were not utilizing Michael better. Even Kisiga, we're not utilizing him better. However, when we look at how we performed afterwards, after going 12 behind, the recovery by the team leaders on pitch, you had Wanyama, you had Michael, you had, that's of course Magomu, and of course Timothy, who are the big boys on the team. They dictated how the team was responding, but kudos goes to Emong. He held our center line much, much better. And I think that was the difference for us. And of course our number 8 also played a critical role in how he tried so much to protect the line. And that's got to be our biggest difference. Magom did not have the 100% kicking he normally has, but he kicked, got us the points. Great try by Conrad, but also a great fight by Conrad. But I must say, the recovery after going behind, very uncharacteristic for us, but a great game overall. If you're looking at how the Kenyans started in the first half, and then you're looking at how Uganda recovered, I think the fans are being served a great spectacle of a game, and you expect it to even get better in the second half.
Yeah. Let's talk predictions. Now, as the second half has started, I want you gentlemen to definitely go and enjoy the game.
Yes.
But what do you think is going to be the final score?
I figure if we're at 13-12 now, I'm guessing Kenya has got about 2 more tries in them, so I'm guessing this will probably end about 25-20 or 25-22.
Kenya for Uganda.
To Kenya, obviously. Yeah.
What you do?
I feel the Kenyans are under pressure now to recover. Uganda is playing more with, we've got this.
Yes.
So the team that needs to prove themselves is Kenya. Uganda has now to just keep pushing and forcing Kenya to those mistakes. And if you're Uganda, you want to keep kicking them deep into their 22 to force them into more defensive work. And I think that we are capable of doing that. Whoever comes on, because I know Liam is going to come in, he's got to make sure that he kicks, but also tries as much as possible to spread the game. And like you said, Kenya has a try in them, but I believe that Uganda has got a try in them and also some penalties in there, because Kenyans are being forced into
Yeah,
making
we've been
those
making
disciplinary
very crucial
mistakes.
mistakes. Very,
Yeah.
very
I'm
understood.
seeing a lot
Of pressure right down the
being
center.
brought. I think there was a scorching of a halftime talk by the Kenyan coach. But however, thank you gentlemen for this chat. We shall be coming back in a little bit with the watch along experience. Cheers.
Thank you so much, Ruben. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bad Cats. We're off.
Why aren't you helping?
No, like this, like this.
Okay, guys.
Okay, then click it on laptop.
Help me.
Ruben, take these photos.
Today I'm supporting because
back for the second half. Our sound check was Ruben is weird, and all the ladies got it right. Ladies, how are you? Good to have you here.
yeah, it's a pleasure.
So we have Kayla, we have Larissa, and we have Ruth. Good to have you, Ruth. This is your first time watching a rugby game?
Not really. I've been at school, so people used to play rugby, so I don't think like it's my first time watching that. Yeah.
So, okay. So Uganda, Kenya, who are you supporting?
Of course, I have to support my own country, Uganda. Why not?
Yes, it's very unique because we have Kayla supporting Uganda for the first time today. Kayla, how are you?
I'm okay. But I've always been supporting Uganda. The first time, the other time it wasn't really a big deal because we were way ahead. But today it's really close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just hand over here to Larissa. Larissa, yes, you girls are looking lovely in your match. Tell me, what does your shirt have, Larissa?
Well, my shirt has no hookers allowed, just looks and props.
Same thing, yeah. No hookers allowed, just looks and props.
All I do is drink and chuckle.
So yeah, the drinker in chief. Now we have to get Ruth a shirt.
We have
So we have crop tops. We have bucket hats. We have what else? We have jumpers. What do you think will look nice on Ruth?
a bucket hat.
Bucket hat.
Because she's in a dress.
Yeah, a bucket hat.
Does she need a jumper? It's a little bit cold.
No, the weather is okay. The weather is okay. A bucket hat will do.
Ruth, which color would work for you?
Black, of course.
Black.
Yeah.
Sorry, mine is a little bit of navy blue, navy blue. So, ladies, Uganda, Kenya, this is a rivalry that has been there since 1958. So, from your existence, what do you think is your best Kenyan song? I'll start with Larissa. What's your best song? Like from Kenya, you hear it and you're like, that's my song.
I don't think I have one.
Really? Okay, I'm gonna give you some time to think about it. So, let me start with mine. I'm gonna mention 5 as I give you girls time to think about your songs. So I have Banchuka by DNA. I have Kigeu Geu by Jaguar. I have Boomba Train by Nameless and Issa. I'm that old school. I have which song from the East African Bashment crew? I'm still thinking. Help me. Which song do you think will work for you from Kenya? Any song from Kenya?
It's our Zana, you know.
It's our Zana. Oh, COVID challenge. Did you drop a COVID challenge video?
No.
Did you?
It was just a vibe, you know, during lockdown.
Yes.
Yeah, that song was just a vibe. So yeah.
So did you drop the Tawazana challenge?
No, I didn't.
Where were you guys in lockdown by then?
Home.
Did you participate in the challenges? There were very many challenges. There was Basit challenge, there was the Tawazana challenge, there was the Silhouette challenge.
Not Basit.
No, I actually didn't. It was just, I don't
Then
know.
the brush challenge.
There's the brush challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, the makeup thing, like that.
Yeah, don't rush. Oh my god.
Now, some of us could not participate in those. Some of us couldn't participate in those. We just had to allow and accept that this COVID was for the ladies. So we just had to accept. So I don't know. Have you got your bearings around the Kenyan song that works for you? Utewezana is for her.
I don't have any.
Every Sauti Soul hit is my favorite soul.
Okay, mention
I'm
like
a
top
big
three. Your
fan.
top three.
My everything.
Yes.
Feel my love.
Yes.
What's another one for the ladies? What's the name of that song? Another one for the ladies. I'm
Susanna.
trying- not Susanna.
Isabella.
Susanna is, yeah, I love Isabella. I'm trying to.
Then
Still
there
My
is
Love. Yeah, it's called
Melanin.
Still My Love. Sorry.
Also
It's called
Melanin,
Still My
right?
Love. I was trying to remember its name.
Okay, like listen, if you're coming up with your dream team of musicians from Kenya, Kenya has that music called Genge. What do you think your top three artists from Kenya, if you wanted them to sing to save your damn life, who would you pick from Kenya? Three artists, or your top artists you'd pick from Kenya? Larissa, do you wanna go?
No, I don't. I don't.
Bien, Nikita Kering, Otile Brown. Yeah, you said top three, yeah.
Ruth,
Literally no one.
no one.
Very the storyteller.
And who? Very the storyteller.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll drop
And
mine.
Ben Soul.
Don't judge me because I'm a little bit old. I'll put Nameless. I'll put what's her name? What's her name? Amani.
The man is filthy.
I'll put Amani. I'll put Wahoo. Give me two more.
How can
Give
you
me
put
two more.
Nameless and not put Wahoo? That was obvious.
Husband and wife.
Yeah.
I had to. Let me see who else. I'm lost. I can't get my bearings under.
Sauti Soul. Is
I'm
there
not a
anyone?
fan of Sauti Soul.
But those guys
I'm not a
are
big
cool.
fan.
I'm a big fan.
So
I
did-
feel like if I could afford them, they could come to my wedding. They will come to my wedding because I'll be
considering they're
able
on their last tour, where can the Fat Cats take you to go and watch Sauti Soul?
Are they going to perform in East Africa, anywhere in East Africa again?
We'll get you Larissa. Larissa needs to get someone from Kenya to support.
No, I'm not a fan of Kenyan music, but I'll go for Sauti Sol.
Okay, now let's get to Ugandan music. We have Mad Dog Sematimba performing tonight. We have a Baker Band performing tonight. We have Sarah Luda performing, DJ Boogie, Selector Timo, and DJ
The
Cross as
lineup
well.
is crazy.
Yes, the lineup is crazy. So, I'm gonna put you girls on the spot. What's your favorite Mad Dog song?
You said Madonna?
We know though.
No, he has many nice songs, you guys.
Really?
Namagembe.
I think I would go for Nama again.
Me, I would go for Namage because
Yeah.
it's the only one I know.
I'll
Honest.
go for Nama again.
There is this song, Monange, Monange.
Oh, yeah.
You
It's
know
called- it's
that
called
song?
Omukwano, it's called
That-
Omukwano.
It's my
Yeah, even that one
favorite.
is nice. Okay, now I know even that one.
Yeah.
But still, I would
That
still go
makes
for Nama again. It's, I don't know. It's the first song I think I listened to on my dogs, and it's not bad.
There are memes about
And
Namage.
there are memes about Nama again, very funny memes.
Has he found her yet?
No, I hope to find my Namagembe tonight. Can you help me find my Namagembe?
Ania, come on.
She's here. She's there.
Kayla, can you be my Namagembe? You want a public proposal?
No.
We can do it in private.
Big proposal.
Anyway, one of
want
my
to kill
favorite
my
my favorite
chances
song
with
of
everyone else.
Maddox is Irene. Don't ask me why.
Yeah.
I don't have an Irene in my life, but I like Irene.
Which Irene? Irene in Tale or just Irene the name?
I love Irene in Tale, but there's a song called Irene.
Yes, no, I've understood, but you don't have any Irene in your life. Some
I can
just
call
one.
myself Irene for you anyway.
She can call herself Irene.
I'm just saying that. I'm just making it clear.
Irene Kayla. Okay. I think Kayla, we're going to drink and tackle after this podcast when we're done here.
Yes.
So, listen, back to the game. The score is 13-12 to Uganda. Uganda is leading. What are your predictions for the game?
Uganda should win because I'm not ready for a heartbreak from Uganda.
Kayla?
I just feel like Uganda is going to win. I don't even feel like, I just know it's like
Uganda
the Kenyan players look tense, they look scared, and the Ugandan players look chill. Yeah,
Ruth,
so
what do you
that's
think is
still
going to be
like
who do you think should win this game?
Lol, I'm a Ugandan and here I'm to support my.
So what happens if Uganda doesn't lose? Are you going to still have the same vibe you're giving me?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. If it wins, the better.
Yeah.
If it loses, still, either way,
This
we
is
came
our
to
country.
support and have fun. So nothing bad really lasts forever. Yeah, we didn't win, but there's always a next
I
time.
hope the Kenyans
This is not the
are
last
watching
chance.
this.
The Kenyans are watching this. You know the Kenyans are fond of not taking soup.
I mean, I did say yes to a Kenyan player last time, but I'm a Ugandan, so you can understand.
Okay. You girls never got an opportunity to ask me any questions over the weekend. Sorry, last weekend, and then also on what?
Wednesday.
On Wednesday. So I'm gonna give you a question, and a question. Ask me any question.
Why do you love rugby?
Rugby's life, rugby's bay. Sorry, Kayla, I apologize. No, rugby's life. Rugby is that kind of sport that keeps you intrigued from minute 1 to minute 80. It's not like soccer, which is more of like guys running around for a ball and whatever. It keeps you intrigued from minute 1 up to minute 80. So that's why I love rugby.
I'm still thinking of my question. And wait,
So which country are you siding with?
I side with Uganda, rugby cranes.
okay, and my question is here.
Yes.
What is the name of number 5 on the Ugandan team? What's his name?
Before I give the answer to that question, why have you picked out number 5 of the Uganda team?
He's tall.
He's tall.
Yeah.
So okay, let's pick. What's your checklist? You have tall.
Don't mind that checklist. I just want to know his name. It's
No,
not
because
like.
because Kayla, we had arranged for plans after here.
Yeah.
So I'm competing
I
with
just
number
want to
5.
know you are not. I just want his name.
I'm in the lead.
You are.
There's
there's
wow.
no,
Thank you
there's
very
no
much.
competition.
There's no competition.
There's no. I just want to know his name. Just.
I'm going to mention his name. It's called Eliphaz Emong, and just want to let you know, Eliphaz Emong, I'm in charge.
Yeah, he is. But
Okay.
see you later.
See you later, Eliphaz Emong. Thank you very much, Kayla, Larissa, Ruth. Thanks for donning your Fat Cats match. Tell your friends to tell your friends. Put that on when you go for coursework. Put that on as you go to all your different
With friends.
establishments. Yes, thank you very much. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for hosting us.
Fat Cats podcast. We are live on YouTube. Bruno Kampa is my name, and I'm a fat cat. We are live, and the update is Kenya up 15-13 rather, up by 2 points. And I will talk to the fans. I'll start with someone who is on pressure. How are you, man?
I'm fine, how are you?
How's the going?
Too much pressure. But regardless, we know we shall get the win.
You know, it's a few minutes to the end.
We know it's a few minutes, but I mean, the God is on our side. And
who do you give it up to?
We give it up to God.
Someone just gave it up to God, and I'll continue. I'll talk to the fans as well. How are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
You are live on YouTube on Fat Cats podcast. How is the game so far?
The game is not bad. I see we are taking them, so more things are about to happen.
You are taking them, you being Uganda or Kenya?
Uganda, of course.
And you think we are 2 points down? Uganda is 2 points down. You think it will be in Uganda's favor by full time?
Yeah, I hope so.
Still, hope's in there. And I talk to the big man. How are you, man?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
Tupo.
Iko
sawa?
Iko.
How's the game?
The game is good. It's in our favor. We are a man down. We are 2 points ahead. We're in your territory.
And who do you think is taking it? Do you think you're defending up the end? Kenya Rugby Union.
We're taking it.
And your observation for now?
Well, it's been a good game. Away from all the banter, it's been a good game. Happy with the fight that Uganda have brought. They've asked a lot of questions of Kenya. A lot to work forward to in the return match in Kisumu. Great value for Sunday entertainment.
Why are you putting the banter away?
Because I can be serious and I can be a joker.
And then banter at full time.
Banter at full time. We're going to beat you. We're going to drink your beer.
Yeah. Bragging rights already. 10 minutes to the end of the game. We are still talking to the fans, and I'll direct my cameraman to the stand to see all the fans that have come up, and I'll talk to the kids. Hello, how are you?
Fine.
What is your name?
Corey.
Corey, how is the game?
The game is very nice.
Are you enjoying? I see you're having a ball.
Yes.
Do you hope to play rugby in future?
Yes.
And play for which country?
For Uganda.
Which position?
Wing attack.
Interesting. And I'll move to the other fan. How are you, man?
I am very well. How are you?
Good. You're live on Fat Cats podcast on YouTube. How is the game so far?
The game, okay, we have been put at tenterhooks. The fact that we are round about 2 points behind. We really need this penalty. We've thrown away 2 penalties already.
They're actually four.
Yeah, no, now I'm talking about the second half. Yeah. So, but we still have belief. We hope that we manage to get those points to actually win the game.
We need to keep the home bragging rights, right?
Most definitely. But you know, with Kenya, it's always a hard one. Yeah. Though most of us, when we go the other side, we usually manage it. But I hope we do.
And Uganda has a try. You can see the fan base. Uganda has a try in Joseph Fayette. This is the fan base. Fan base. Hello. Claps.
It's amazing.
Uganda is heading. And Uganda with a try. I'll show my cameraman. Please show the fans what is happening. Oh, it's in. Uganda has the bragging rights so far. Nice try from Joseph Fayette. Let's go. Talk to me. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
How did you love that try?
It was fucking much well.
From Joseph Fayette.
And your team Uganda Rugby Union, Uganda Rugby.
And we have to keep this till the end, right?
We have to be around till morning. Shit is nice.
And we have to go for the return leg in Kisumu.
We are preparing very early. We prepare ourselves early enough.
Are you also prepared not to eat to eat some food without soup?
First of all, tomorrow is a public holiday. I have to eat ugari and skuma in Kisumu.
I love it. And I'll still talk to the fans. It's Uganda now in the lead with the try now. Conversion going on. Man. Fans are so heated up. And I'll talk to the heated up fans as well here. How are you, man?
I'm good.
You are live on Fat Cats podcast.
Yeah.
Live on YouTube.
Yeah.
How was that try?
It was marvelous. That's my boy, Ojo.
Joseph Oyet. And how is the game so far? How have you loved the ambience and everything?
It's too good. Yeah.
And you love Kings Park Arena?
Sure thing.
Imagine we take it to the full time and Uganda is in the lead. We have bragging rights. How do you think the celebrations will be tonight?
I'm just worried tomorrow is a working day. But had it been a Saturday, it would have been worse.
You can also make it a win. It's heated up in the fans. Malaria time. But I'll talk to more. I see some fans here, very relaxed but enjoying a now special and some energy drink. How are you, man?
Good. How are you, boss?
You're live on Fat Cats podcast on YouTube. How is the game so far?
Great. We're winning.
We're winning?
Yeah.
In the lead?
Of course.
How should we celebrate if at all Uganda wins?
Drink now special as much as you can.
Should we also eat some ugali and skuma wiki?
Yeah.
He says it's okay. I'll still again direct my cameraman all the way. I have to talk to the fans. We are live on YouTube. Hello, man.
What's up?
You're good?
I'm okay.
Are you Ugandan?
Yeah, I'm Ugandan.
How do you feel?
I feel good. My boys are banging the tries. Good try from Kisiga, my hobby.
Yeah. And Joseph Oyet?
He was one of our rivals, Chambogo guys. I didn't like
You're a smarkist?
Yeah.
Oh. Good to see you, man. How should Ugandans celebrate after winning this game? Because it doubles as a return leg of the Elgon Cup.
We just drink Nile Special.
Bragging rights.
We just drink Nile Special.
Till morning. You're good?
I'm very good. How are you?
How are you finding the game and the atmosphere at Kings Park Arena?
It's very nice. It's very hot. It's very heated. And oh no! Come on.
Malaria time. I'll still direct my cameraman to the and I'll talk to the fans here. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How's the game?
Nice.
How do you feel? Uganda is leading.
It's nice, really nice.
And you think we shall lead all the way?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for bringing your friends to Kings Park Arena.
Yeah, I found them here.
How's the game so far?
Very good and very intense.
Intense. Malaria.
Yeah. This is not malaria, it's more than malaria.
So, is it a running stomach?
Diarrhea.
It's nice in here, man. I'll direct my cameraman to the stands to show what is happening. We will talk to these fans for now, but the game is still on. We are live on Fat Cats. We are live on Fat Cats YouTube for live analysis, commentary, and all. We always bring that feel to a rugby game. Yeah. And I'm back to this side of the stands. I'm still talking to the fans. It's an intense game. Kenya is up by 2 points. It's intense. Malaria time. How are you, man?
Good.
How do you find the game?
Man, too much pressure. Our kicking has let us down, but we are pushing on.
You still think Uganda can take it up all the way?
Hopefully top goal.
Okay. And how should Ugandans celebrate in case they take it?
Too much now special and beer.
Interesting. And I'll go to the other fans in here. We have the match as well. We have the Fat Cats match. I'll let my cameraman show the match. You can always order online. You can contact us on our social media pages. You can show. Yeah, good time, sexy COVID fan. They're also warning you, and I'll let my senior salesman tell you. How are you, man?
I'm okay. How are you doing, man?
Intense game.
We need 5 points. We need 7 points to win the Victoria Cup. So I don't know how this is going to go.
And here we are. Tell us about the Fat Cats match on sale right now.
So we have jumpers, we have t-shirts, we have crop tops, for the ladies. Then we have bucket hats and vests.
Tell us about these terms. They are so catchy. We like them. We like them. Tell us.
Now the terms are all in relation to rugby. You know, when moments are tight like these ones here, you either take the 3 points or you don't. Then also, you know, anytime you want to talk rugby, it's all about Fat Cats. You know, we are all about rugby conversations, rugby lifestyle. So we've tailored all these catchy phrases to a typical rugby fan in Uganda, in Kenya, in the region, worldwide. Our target is to ensure that when you have a shirt that has the words, I'm a sexy COVID fan, I'm a sexy rugby fan, everyone understands where you're coming from, and so they would be willing to, you know, get involved in that kind of merchandise.
And also tell us, how should they contact the Fat Cats to get this match?
In case they want to get this merchandise, they can just hit the Fat Cats on any of their social media platforms. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. You can find us also on Snapchat and Facebook.
Good. It's still a tense game. I mean,
also, in case they're interested, you can hit in one of the Fat Cats. You can look for, I think you yourself, Mr. Bruno.
Yeah, I'm a Fat Cat as well. Bruno Akampa on Twitter. You can look for Edwin Wawire, Ruben Chihumuro, Ankunda Caesar. We are all on for this man. We want you to look good as you feel good. Yeah. I'll still continue to the other side of the fans. Talk. Anyway, how are you, man?
Okay. How are you doing?
How's the game?
The game is tight, man. Game is tight.
We need the bragging rights.
But we are going to get it. There's still time. We have about 6 minutes to play. Yeah, so let's wait for it. Let's hope.
For magic?
Not for magic. The boys got it.
Is it a kicking thing that will get Uganda out of the game?
We lost about 15 points off the boot. That is very worrying. But let's watch the game as it goes on.
Okay, we hope so. And I'm still in the back side of the fan stands. It's tight in the front, and I'll go all the way. Game live. Poza, talk to us. Poza, how are you, man?
I'm very good.
Chairman Poza.
Yes, sir.
You're live on Fat Cats YouTube.
Thank you.
How's the game?
The game is hot. Everyone is trying to do their best. Kenyans are trying to do their best, Ugandans are trying to do their best, but I hope we come out as the victorious people.
What is your analysis so far? What has kept Uganda in the behind part of the game right now?
I think the kicks didn't go well, but what is keeping us behind is just Kenya is good, and we are as well good, but
don't bite your tongue, yeah.
Kenya is good, but should we say we are also not good because the Kenyan side has 13 debutants?
But you know, the hunger is the same. Everyone is hungry. We also have debutants that are also playing quite a good game. So I think everyone is hungry, but someone is hungrier than the other.
Thank you, Chairman. Okay, I will go to the other. I'll go to the other stands as well, and I'll go here to talk to the fans. How are you, man?
Atafanya makosa hapa.
Hapo sawa.
Vipi? Sawa.
How's the game?
Very good.
And I understand you're from Kenya. Did you come all the way from Kenya to support your side?
Yeah.
Oh, you work here?
No, we came from
Kisumu.
Oh, yeah. You've come to see the first leg of Elgon Cup as well. Did you come to collect the bragging rights as well? Yeah. Who do you think will take the game?
Kenya.
You know, it's like 3 minutes to play.
I think so. It's Kenya.
Only
3 minutes to play, but it's
you have to take it.
It's 18-20. I think 18-20.
18-20. Kenya up by 2 points, but Uganda has the kick right now. We'll just have to wait. It will be one of the last plays to go. And Kenya is in the lead. Kenya is down now. Uganda is in the lead by a point. You can see the Ugandan fans are mad. They are loving this. Uganda in, and it's full time. That game has ended. You just have to love it. You just have to love the moments that we die for. It is full time. Liam Walker with that kick to take Uganda becoming the owners of the Victoria Cup 2023. You just have to love it. You just have to love it. Hello, how are you? Are you loving this? Uganda for the win. Uganda for the win. Who was your player of the match? Who was your player of the match? Aziku, Robert Aziku. Was your player of the match?
You have to bring back Uganda to King's Park.
And Uganda are the winners of the Victoria Cup 2023 after being down by 2 points, and Liam Walker takes it to the second leg of the Elgon Cup as well in Kisumu, 11th November. Right now on my side I have C Robbers, Pirates players in my God, Haruna. It's Ugandan for now.
It's okay, Uganda for now, yes. Yeah? Thank you, boys.
As you said, Uganda
thank you. Thank you very much. You have given us the confidence. And you know you're going to Nairobi, it's coming home.
Paul, tell me, how was the game?
The game was intense.
Intense. It's never how we want it when you're hosting. Yeah. Where do you think we fell short? Where do you think was that point?
Set pieces. First and foremost, also our kickers. I think we should need to practice a little bit more because we need those crucial 3 points, win the game. Whether it's 3-0, they win a game. So we costed about 12 points that could have put us a better foot ahead. But nevertheless, a win is a win. We thank the boys for the win.
And how were the wingers? Because you play wing for Pirates. How do you rate our wingers in the game so far here?
The wingers, I wouldn't say they're bad. But for someone who has not really been at the wing before, like Kojo, I think it's exposed him a bit. But he had to turn up when we needed him most to turn up. He did turn up and he put us a foot forward. So, as for Jacob Ochen, we thank him very much. He came out and showed us he's a player meant to be on the green. He came out to the wing and he has done what a winger is supposed to do. We thank him a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate you. We are still live on Fat Cats YouTube. It's all fun in here in the fan stands. Uganda for the win, and now I'll let my cameraman run and show you what is in the fan stands. I'll talk to a Kenyan fan here. How are you?
I'm okay.
It's been a tense one, and Kenya lose by a kick after leading for some good minutes early in the first half and later in the second half. What is going through your mind right now?
Of course, it's painful, and we feel bad as the fans. But, well, next time better. I believe they're going to go back to the drawing board and they'll do better. Yeah.
Talk about the drawing board. This happens to be the final of the Victoria Cup, but also the first leg of the Elgon Cup. So the return leg will be in Kisumu, Uganda playing Kenya. What do we expect, and do you think Kenyans will bounce back to also lift the Elgon Cup?
Yes, for sure. I think it's in our nature that once you're put down, you definitely go back to the drawing board and make sure that you come back on top.
Thank you. All
Thank you so much.
Asante sana.
Asante.
And I will talk to my other guy. How are you, man? How are you?
Good. What's up, Bruno?
How's the game?
It was such a tough game, but finally the best team won.
Yeah. Talk about the best team. Where did we run short? Because Uganda now was trailing for some minutes in the second half.
The Kenyans are such generous people when it comes to giving out penalties. But unfortunately we weren't able to convert most of our penalties, and also our conversions also went astray. But unfortunately Liam Walker, the one I suggest should be the president of Uganda now, definitely did us good and brought it on. Yeah.
And that is it. Thank you, man. Fans clapping out Kenya. Victoria Cup 2023. Victoria Cup 2023. Victoria Cup 2023. Feels good being a Ugandan right now. The fans are out there clapping the Kenyans. It feels good. And we remain the Fat Cats YouTube. I'll let my cameraman show the fans and the players. It feels good to be a Ugandan fan right now. Thank you. Clapping out Kenyans right now. As I said, it feels good to be a Ugandan fan right now. And I'll talk to some fans How are you, man? I'm good. How does it feel right now? What is going through your mind?
Feels like Uganda in Uganda. We messed up the Kenyans. Let them go to Kisumu. We messed them up. Big them on Pate. UG, let's go. UG, let's go.
UG, let's go.
UG, let's go. Let's go.
Who was your man of the match?
Definitely my man of the match will be Wanyama. Wanyama carried, he's a number 9, he kicks and then he distributed nicely. But then Magom's game was also on point. Just on the kicks he went a little bit slow with pressure, but Wanyama was my man of the match.
Thank you, thank you. We are still going through the fans.
Yes,
it feels good being a Ugandan right now. And this win means a lot. They take... How are you, man?
I'm good, man.
How are you?
Good.
How do you feel right now?
You can tell. Happy.
Happy?
Yeah.
How was the game? Did you feel the game?
Man, there was a lot of pressure.
And who do you give man of the match?
Man of the match, I'll give it to
Jacob Ochen of the Ginger Hippos, right there playing on the wing, or is a flank and also playing on the wing. We are still live on Fat Cats podcast, and I'll come here to talk to players. You played for the national team, Kanyanya. How are you?
I'm okay. Hi.
Pressure wadakuta.
Yeah, true. We have come out victors, man.
It's always after the final whistle.
Yeah.
Tell me, simple analysis of the game. How was it?
I'm not good at analyzing games, but the boys just gave in what they could. They put the bodies online, and yeah, it came their way, and we're so happy for them.
Who was your most outstanding player? Who do you think is your man of the match?
I won't say that this person was, because the entire team played really well. Yeah, so it's for the team, man. Everyone played well, and they executed what they have to do, and then they came out victors, man. Yeah.
Thank you, Kanyanya. And we are here, and I'll get on pitch. I'll need to talk to the fans. And also the players about how the game was, to clap them out and also join the celebrations. We are live on YouTube. Uganda, oye, we are live, and these are the champions of the Victoria Cup 2023, presenting to you also the winners of the first leg of the Elgon Cup. And here are the players. I'll talk to Faraja Dugo. How are you, man? I'm okay. How do you feel? I feel so great. Feels good to win. Bomb squad Saulo. Yo. How's the game so far? How did you like that one? Oh man, it was a sweet win. How are you, man? Good, and you? And I'm talking to Uruchase, the vice captain. What is going through your mind right now?
Very excited. We are the underdogs, but finally we won today.
And what do you have to say about the return leg of the Elgon Cup happening on 11th November in Kisumu?
This is a confidence that we got. I believe we can get better and better, and we might be much better than this leg.
Thank you. And I'll talk to the captain himself. Captain, how does it feel? What is going through your mind right now?
We are really happy, you can see. First of all, I'd like to give credit to the boys. They played really well. They put their bodies on the line. And we stuck to our game plan. We were coming 10-15 minutes, we were able to hold the fire. And they ran out of ideas. And when we got the chance to pounce, we were able to punish.
And what do you have to say to the fans ahead of the second return leg or second game of the Elgon Cup?
Yeah, we've really played well. To the fans, thanks for coming in large numbers. Thanks for believing in the team. Thanks for believing in the revolution.
We've got one leg on the Elgon Cup. See you in Kisumu. Hopefully we seal it.
Congratulations, man. You are the winner of the Victoria Cup 2023. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See you in Kisumu next week, guys.
See, you can clap out the fans. And that is it, man, for the Fat Cats. And we have the fans' favorite. The man, what was going through your mind when you got that kick last minute and after a bad day in office for your captain and you got the points right? How is it right now?
So first off, it wasn't a bad day in office for captain. He, if you see, he started quite a few of his first few kicks, and then as fatigue kicks in, it gets a lot harder. But I went through that moment in my head over and over again last night, this morning. So I was calm, collected, and it all just went my way.
And what should we expect? Because this being the first leg, what do you expect in Kisumu, the second leg and return leg of the Elgon Cup 2023?
Well, listen, we're going to go back and work on our wrongdoings today, our mistakes that we made, and we're going to come back harder and stronger next week in Kisumu. So, all fans, if you can, please do come along to Kisumu. We really would appreciate your support.
Congratulations, Liam. I'll tell you this, Ugandans love you so much.
Thank you very much, mate.
All right, man. Fat Cats Podcast, fans favorite. That's Liam Walker. He got the final kick, put Uganda ahead, and the winner of the Victoria Cup 2023. And I'll let my cameraman now head to the fans. Show it.
Jaffa didn't tell you to tell me anything. Jaffa didn't tell you to tell me anything? No, that means everything is fine. No, they are going for the cup lifting. It's okay. It's cup lifting? Yeah. Where is Fredo? Can we go to the coaches there? No, we will be behind. No, they're coming back here, but so now they're not just Fredo. Let's get the coaches first. Do we need this? I think we need this. Let us trophy awarding plus let's just be here. Let's just be here. I hope they're not here. You might have to go. You guys are my sound here.
Representative from the organizing committee. Representative from the local organizing committee. Uganda.
Unlock it. Double tap. Slide up. Call Mickey. M-I-C. That one. Call him.
I want to go first of all.
Tell him what's going on.
We're going for a trophy award.
Bless yourself very well. All to the fireworks here as they.
Today's man of the match.
Hey, hello, Mickey. Please put us on. We are on for the award ceremony. Eh? Put us on. Put us on YouTube live. We are on for the award.
And the overall points top scorer for Victoria Cup 2023 is none other than captain of team with 16 points. Next. Ivan. To award the top try scorer of the tournament, I'll call upon the chairman of Kenya Rugby Union, and the top try scorer of Victoria Cup 2023 is none other than Joel Izunga of Team Kenya. Joel Izunga. Joel Izunga, we congratulate you here. Joel. I think you want to score another try. And our next award will be given by the President of the Rugby Union. That is the Victoria Cup 2023 overall MVP, who is none other than team captain of Team Uganda, Mr. Elgon Cup. Team Uganda, led by your captain, I'll ask you to assemble to receive your medals. Team Uganda, let us welcome Team Uganda as they receive their medals. Uganda! Maybe my voice is not good enough. Where is Mr. Nile Special? Uganda, let's do this very quickly. Team Uganda, let's do it quickly. Up here with us.
Yeah, the second batch is it? It's this one. One is coming. To my partner called Edwin. Yes. Yeah. Can we have a small chat with you if you don't mind? Alright. Let's have it. I hope sound is okay. Okay. Tell me when you're set. So let me save my questions for when we're on chat. Sir, congratulations, sir. Since we are all here, let's just start the conversation. I can see you're filled with a lot of emotion. How does that feel for you to be in this position?
Yesterday when we met the team at the Jersey handover, we told them this is not a target, it's a baseline. We just need to set something that sets off our journey for the next 8 years. And they took it to heart. I am so happy that a tournament that we dreamt about since March and we had to put together in the last 6 weeks has ended up with Uganda giving us such a beautiful game. But not just for Uganda, but for the quality of rugby that we've seen over the last week, from the improvement that Zambia-Uganda was to Kenya-Zambia to what we saw today. A brilliant test match. I have to say, I watched a Rugby World Cup final. The tenterhooks of the Rugby World Cup final, I think this just topped it. You must, of course, for me the benefit is finally a team that I'm supporting won. But I am so happy to see the support that we've gotten from the fans who've come out, from Kenya Rugby Union and Zambia Rugby Union to come out at the last minute to come and support this tournament. It's been something that we've been working for, and for a tournament like this to come off, it's brilliant for us. But most of all, I want to thank the Uganda team who, under all pressure, came up with a win. And I know, much as I'm happy, I feel for this gentleman right here. I told him before that he must be proud. I don't know how he feels right now, because I'm out of this world. He must be over the moon here, and I cannot believe. And I knew that come the moment, cometh the man. I can't ask for more.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So Ian, I mean, last week we unfortunately failed to get a moment of yours when your son was making the debut. However, we had the stories that it was such a beautiful experience. Today, you get to see your son get his second cap. You get to see him score the winning penalty. How does that feel as a father? You know, I can't explain it because I don't have children yet. So I want to know how it feels for you.
Well, but first of all, beating Kenya is amazing.
Sure.
I saw Uganda beat Kenya 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and it was amazing. That is my number one goal, beating Kenya. Now, Liam scoring the winning points, man, you can't imagine the emotion going through. It's phenomenal. I'm so proud of Uganda. I'm so proud of Liam. And look at the crowd here. It's phenomenal. But I'd like to also take my hat off to the Pirates. Kings Park Pirates. The setup they put here is phenomenal. This is a great venue for international rugby.
Yeah. So I just want to take you back a little bit. As a father who has played rugby, sometimes it can get a little bit tricky introducing your son to a game. How did that happen between you and Liam? How did you get him to love rugby?
Well, as a youngster, we used to pass balls around. And he started touch rugby when we first started at tag rugby with Christine, who was down at Chidon, I forget her first, second name. But he was one of the first tag rugby players down there, likes of Philip Wakarach and all the others. And he played rugby from a young age, and he's played all through the grades, and he loves rugby here. This is, he played in South Africa, but here's where he loves it. But Uganda brought up his rugby.
All right, so just looking at now that it's a Sunday, we have been talking about how fans, we're not sure if they're going to be able to make it to work tomorrow. However, how are you planning to celebrate this Uganda win and that moment for you and Liam?
That I don't know. I don't know what the team's doing. Last week they had a cold bath and then they went home. I don't know what the plan is.
I don't think they're cold baths today. I think it's more warm beer, maybe cold beer perhaps.
Maybe cold baths tomorrow.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you very much, Ian, for your time.
Ruben, congratulations to Fat Cats. You promote rugby bloody well.
Thank you very much. Cheers. So yeah, and it's a very, very beautiful experience, as you can see. Even the fans out there going on very well, so much happening, people doing a lot of stuff. Uganda has won 21-20, a bit of a chat as we go back to the command center. But came the man, came the time, scored the points. From your point of view, how are you feeling now? This is your Pirates fan, this is your home ground, first of all, before even we forget.
I just feel good, man. I feel good that Uganda has taken the Victoria Cup 2023. About the game, it was a tight one. I mean, our best kicker in Uganda is Ivan Magom, but almost 15. I stand to be corrected, 15 points lost in kicking, but I will credit him for that. And in the game, Liam was bringing the tea for him to kick, and you tell the bench, come on, looks like I can't kick anymore, we have to get these points. But he came on at the right time, thanks to the technical bench, and they got the points. It feels good. It's one of those wins that you don't wish it for. I asked some fans if it was Maria time, and they said, man, Dios.
So what's the plan? What's the plan now? It's a Sunday, remember, there's work tomorrow. What's the plan? Should we send the emails right now to the bosses that, guys, I lost someone, or I'm not feeling well? What do we do? What do we do at this point? Uganda has won it, but it's a Sunday.
Now that Uganda has won, it's a public holiday tomorrow. Or let's check in office. Midday, tops.
So we're going to be having Mr. Nyombi, one of Uganda's best commentators, I should say. He bleeds green with impis, but today he's bleeding black, yellow and red. Mr. Nyombi, tell me, what are you feeling, first of all? What is your train of thought? What are your emotions like right now?
First of all, point of correction, I'm not just one of Uganda's best commentators. Now I'm global, thanks to Kao and Rugby Pass. As we've seen, Victoria Cup wasn't just on YouTube, on some top platforms. But I feel very happy because the last time we beat Kenya was away. I didn't manage to watch that game, but this has unfolded before my eyes, and it has followed the trend of all the competitive games we saw at the Rugby World Cup. That one pointer kept coming, and I had a feeling that today we are going to see a game of that kind. I thought we would beat the Kenyans for sure, but I didn't think it was going to be such a tense affair, man. And for a Sunday, and then I started thinking at that point where the game looked like it had gone, we have a legend coming to sing. We have a legendary band coming to perform. We have all these DJs on the house, and the party is going to go on. I know Ugandans can party even when they've lost, but how about we party when we've won? And Liam Walker slotted that beautiful home, man. I can't get over the goosebumps for real. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, looking at the moment right now, for you, how are you planning to celebrate today?
I can't say that.
Keeping in mind, tomorrow is a Monday, not a Sunday.
I can't say that on camera, but what I can say is that I've seen the Deputy Speaker is here with us. So, whoever says anything about Monday, we say, you can ask the Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nyombi. Cheers, man. Yeah, as there are a lot of celebrations going on. Yeah, definitely. Let's go and talk to some of the players. Maybe perhaps get a few Kenyan players as well. Have a bit of a perspective from both sides, both points of view on how things are happening. But it's a great experience. Wonderful experience. And the fans, as you can see, they are also celebrating. It's almost time for the party, almost time for everything. However, we want to talk to the players. The fans, many of them, I hope Emma still has it. Just give me that shit. Let's come back. At what point?
Pulling you back. You're never put there. So you just need to know the command. You set up and do your recording.